Hello and welcome to Rev Sports. It's finally the day of semi-final number 2, India versus England. We've all been waiting for this game for so long, and finally the day has come. We've been watching both those teams for the past couple of days. We've been watching how the pitch has been progressing, how the process is looking like. And while we've not seen what the pitch looks like this morning from what we've seen last, it still had a lot of grass. It was being watered and then it was rolled for quite some time, because you have to understand it's quite hot in Mumbai. The sun is baking, and when the conditions are like this, it's important to leave the grass for as long as possible so that the pitch doesn't start cracking up, and of course water so that there's enough moisture, and rolling so that the pitch holds itself together, which will make for a very bouncy, fast wicket, which will also obviously be very conducive for batting, Debashish. How are you thinking of this entire contest? Let's talk about the conditions first, and then we can start talking about certain matchups and all of that.
Yeah, absolutely. As you said, that it's pretty hot and humid, and it is expected that it will be even humid in the evening, and obviously, and it's going to be a perfect batting conditions. Means obviously, yesterday we saw Finn Allen single-handedly winning the match for New Zealand. So I won't be surprised if it's another 200-run wicket, as is the case with the last two matches that India featured against the West Indies and Zimbabwe. So I think, and obviously it's the same wicket reach number 7 where England played or West Indies, where it was a high-scoring affair. So I won't be surprised if the team batting fast, the bare minimum will be to score a 200 if you are to make a match of it.
Shubha and I spoke about this in the morning live that we did as well. And I said that throughout this tournament, back in Ahmedabad as well, Suryakumar Yadav said that a toss does not matter because the dew remains more or less for both the innings. But this time around, you actually saw both Harry Brook and Morne Morkel talk about the toss and also the dew factor. So they are thinking about it.
But in the last couple of days, there was not a lot of dew. It was pretty dry around 9:30, which is way past the second half of the second innings. I think a slight layer of dew was getting settled in, but that is not a major concern, as we saw somewhere in Chennai. Chennai was the heaviest. Kolkata had a bit of dew as well, but Chennai was the heaviest, I feel. So I don't think dew will play a major role because slight dew, yes, it will get better for batting, 100%. But for the bowlers, I don't think dew should be a major issue at all. But now let's see, with this yellow alert heat wave going on in Maharashtra, 41 degrees expected to be today. You could have slightly more dew on match day, but let's see.
Okay, Debashish, dew. We spoke about this in the morning, and I told you that me and Rohit were having a look at dew. Rohit caught a few shots that Hardik Pandya was hitting. He tried to see how wet the ball was at the moment, and it wasn't much. And we're talking about, this was like 10:30 p.m. because India had started their practice match day -2 practice late, so it went on late. And even at that point in time, there was not much dew here. It could very well be that it's because of that chemical that they have sprayed. They've sprayed it here as well, right? But again, toss very important.
I don't think so. Means as Subhan just mentioned that the dew sets in around 9:30. So by that time, I think it will be ideally the toss. I think toss won't be a factor, as I think in the pre-match press conference also someone said that Harry Brook. So I think it will be a good bat strip for chasing. Whichever team poses a total, I think they will bank on bank on chasing, but and the key will be the openers. The key will be the openers for both sides, because both Butler and Salt has not been amongst runs, as is the case with Abhishek Sharma. But apart from that knock he played against Zimbabwe, where he scored 61, I think he has a pretty lean patch in this World Cup. So the key for both the teams is to how the openers lay the platform for the middle orders, and that will be crucial. Gargi.
There's someone here saying, where did it go? True Wicket is asking, the 1KD pitch offers assistance to seamers in the initial half hour. Bowling first, the right decision. But I think that also will be the same will apply for the second innings as well because the pitch will be rolled.
Uh, Not due to the pitch. I think they get assistance due to the breeze, sea breeze
Yeah.
that flows in, and it is the same in T20 cricket. The ball will move around here in Wankhede for the first 3-4 overs. That is pretty normal here in Wankhede, and that is where the new ball bowlers for England, Jofra Archer, for India, someone like an Arshdeep Singh who moves the ball away both ways. You don't know whether Bumrah will be taking the new ball or will it be Hardik Pandya. So for Arshdeep, it will be crucial that he gets the initial breakthroughs. As Debashis said, Josh Butler and Phil Salt have not scored a lot of runs in this tournament, but they are big match players. They have played a lot of cricket here at the Wankhede. They are big match players, uh, and there's a bit of worry around Butler and Salt that they should not fire in such a big game. That is the quality of big match players that they will remain silent throughout the tournament, but in big matches, such knockout matches, I can give the example of Shane Watson for Chennai Super Kings. He was silent all through the tournament, but we remember his century in the final where he single-handedly won Chennai Super Kings the match. The bleeding knee photo is iconic. So I have a feeling that this could be the night of Josh Butler, and that is why Arshdeep versus Butler is a battle that I am looking forward to. But as for the seamers, I think both India and England have some good pacers in their armory. I am expecting Jamie Overton to play a role as well. So let's see how it goes. But both of the pace attacks are really good. Jofra Archer with his pace, with the new ball moving around, he will be a handful as well.
He will be a handful indeed. A lot of people asking, Debashish, Kuldeep Yadav's inclusion.
No, I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. I would say that very likely it will be an unchanged 11. So with Akshar and Varun Chakravarthy, and remember Varun Chakravarthy spent a long, almost 30, 35, 40 minutes doing spot bowling. Means obviously there was Morni Morkel, Rantin Dashkate and T. Dilip working on which area to bowl at. So I think Varun Chakravarthy will be very crucial for India in the context of the high pressure match because he is your genuine wicket taker along with Jasprit Bumrah in this side. So and obviously the opponent team is at has set the template of attacking him, and he has been going for a lot of runs, particularly in the last two matches. If you look at, he went for almost 80 runs, means more than 80. So I think that is a bit of a concern. But obviously, in saying so, he's also your key wicket taker. He's your second wicket taker in this World Cup after Jasprit Bumrah. If I'm not wrong, I think Arshdeep also has got a few wickets. Yes, Varun Chakravarthy, and if he gets the wicket early on, he will be completely different bowler. But England, obviously, they will have a strategy against him. Aiden Markram showed it in that game against South Africa, how to counter Varun Chakravarthy. So they will be more so inclined to playing him at the crease. Let's see what tricks he has it up in his sleeves.
Yep. Shubhan, someone asking, do you think Will Jacks will open with the ball?
That's an interesting question. I won't be surprised if they Will Jacks is certainly an option, but I would be surprised if they go with Jacob Bethel as well. Actually, Jitan Patel had a pretty interesting drill with all the spinners yesterday. Will Jacks, Jacob Bethel, and Adil Rashid. I think these are the three spinners that will play today. Liam Dawson's inclusion, whether he will play or not, will be pretty interesting. He did not train a lot in the last 2 days, so that will be interesting. But Jitan Patel was making them bowl a bit fuller. Jacob Bethel was firing those deliveries in. So against at one point, Will Jacks was actually batting left-handed with the rubber bat, and just making Jacob Bethel prepare against the lefties. So it could be the plan for For someone like an Abhishek Sharma, it could be a plan for the middle order left-handed batters. But I won't be surprised if Jacob Bethel is used with the ball more in this particular game. But again, Wankhede Stadium, it won't offer a lot for the spinners, is what I feel. But with the heat, you never know. You never know. The pitch has got a lot of baking in the last day or so.
Yeah. Santosh here is saying, I think Varun Chakravarthy will have his best day today. Team India should go unchanged. Varun Chakravarthy, there was a lot of attention on him yesterday. He had that special single net session. Mone Mokkal spoke a lot about him, gave insights, but did not obviously give away too many details. But Varun Chakravarthy,
Yeah, obviously he's your key bowler, means, and that is why he is the number one T20 bowler going around. So I think he will have a bigger role to play, given that he has not been at his best in the last two matches. But the Indian team will be hoping that he comes good in the crucial match, because if Varun Chakravarti starts to start picking wickets from one end, he could actually keep the pressure. Means obviously then you can actually restrict England for say under 170, and we all saw what happened yesterday. 170, 180, these are conditions ideal for chasing, and Finn Allen and Team Seppert, the way they batted, I think these are ideal conditions for batting. Even 200 is pretty much chaseable here at the Wankhede. So I think the key role, the Barun will have to play a key role. At least if he doesn't pick wickets, he should not go for a lot of runs, and that has been concerning in the last two matches. He went for a lot of runs, and also on the wicket columns he haven't picked many.
yeah. Final couple of questions on the show. Last 5 minutes. Is he really wearing the England football jersey?
Yes,
So what?
I'm trying to jinx them.
Through football.
So
What,
their football team don't win anything. I'm pretty sure their cricket team will go empty-handed here.
But it's a very fair contest, and it will be very interesting to see tonight. Both
But
very
I feel this will be a one-sided match. I have been
India.
saying I've been saying it to everyone. The next two matches, I feel India will win one-sided.
Ooh.
Next two matches.
Which means the final as well.
I think it
So,
can be. It can.
we
It,
will remember this, huh?
He's the lucky guy.
He's yeah.
Champions
Asia
Trophy,
Cup he
no.
was not there.
No.
Asia Cup he left.
No. I was there.
He was there, very much there in the Asia Cup.
I
In the
I made
last
Tilak
day.
Verma settle down and then left.
Yeah.
He went out just to have Tilak Verma score those runs.
Yes, of course. He transferred all his luck to Tilak, and then
Today it will be a one-sided.
But are
Yeah.
you going with the same jersey?
No chance.
Acha,
No
okay.
chance.
Okay.
he will not be let in by the Indian fans then. No. But what's a good total that you're thinking about?
Anything above 220.
Whoa.
It means, see, team batting first, you need to put those runs. If you are batting first, you have to have those runs to put the pressure on the chasing team. Means
Yeah.
anything above 220, you could feel, means obviously I won't not say that he will feel confident, but at least you can give the cushion to your bowlers.
Yeah. Okay. Udopedia is saying South Africa's defeat proves that a perfect game is overrated. Winning is all that matters. Harry Brook also said this, and one of the
Morne also said.
yeah, and one of the comments from Harry Brook was so nonchalant and chill. He was asked about the pitch, and he goes, "I'm not the right person. I don't care."
Even Pat Cummins before the 2023 ODI World Cup final said the same thing, that I can't read pitches. I'm very bad at reading pitches. So I'll go
Even
back
Mone
to.
Mokkal sometimes,
No,
said that.
Morne said because by the time Indian team was training,
was still soft.
It was soft because of the watering,
That's
and that is what he said, that we can't read and tell what will happen tomorrow.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Even in the last game, in
yes.
he did say that there's no way of assessing a pitch 100%. You can't guarantee how a pitch is going to play. So that's a very similar mindset that he has to someone like a Pat Cummins.
That is
and a
why
Harry Brook.
people talk to curators a lot, players,
Yeah.
coaches, to understand how the pitch can behave. The curators are the specialized
Correct.
people in this pitch debate. So that is why players always, they go to stadiums. Whenever they have a conversation, they talk to curators to understand how the pitch can behave. Of course, you can tell how hard it is, how soft it is by touching it, by tapping it, but no way you can tell a pitch how it will behave for the duration of 40 overs. Uh,
Exactly.
Without knowing what the preparation is, how the preparation is, and curators are the best person to
Absolutely.
let it go.
But it's been rolled for quite some time yesterday. The pitch.
Watered as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Watered as well. I don't know whether it was after the instruction for Gautam Gambhir, because both the BCCI curators, Taposh Chatterjee and Ashish Bhomik were having a
Yeah.
long chat with Gautam Gambhir. It was after that discussion that the ground staff were seen watering the wickets, and then immediately after that the heavy roller was used for a few minutes, followed by the light roller. So yes, it will be a firm surface, which will ideally suit the batters. The ball will come very well to the bat, and stroke making will be easy to start on. Yes, there will be some offer for the bowlers as well, the seam bowlers, but also in these conditions, batsman, someone like a Josh Butler, he will enjoy, he will release these conditions, because it's both Salt and Butler and Jacob Buttle and Tom Banton and Harry Brook. That Indian top order will release the conditions. So I think therein lies the role of the spinners. So I think Varun Chakravarthy and Akshar Patel, I would also not count out Akshar Patel, because he restricts the run flow, and that is very crucial, because England batters will go after, if they bat first, they will always be eyeing at a total of around 200, 220 ish, because they know this Indian batting can be put under pressure if they post a total in excess of 200. But anything around 170, 180, I think India will have their task cut out. So I think the onus will be on the spinners, not just to pick wickets, but also to restrict. Yes, you have a wicket-taking bowler in Jasprit Bumrah, as was the case in the last match, where it got those two crucial wickets in the 12th over. And actually, that pegged the West Indies batting. Yes, but later the strike from Robin Powell and Jason Holder did take the total to 197 odd. But I think had Hetma stayed there in the middle, say for at least 3-4 years, 3-4 overs, that West Indies total could have been 220, 200. You know, these little totals means obviously 220. You might ask that they have almost scored 200, but that psychological thing 220 means obviously that will be walking on their minds.
Absolutely. Okay. Finally, final few questions. Where did it go? Yes. Bonnie is saying, what I'm wishing is that Sanju taking redemption against England and Jofra today. And okay, let's take that much. Jofra, do you think he will hit the openers with the short ball into their ribs? That's going
I
to
think
be.
so. I think so. Hard length. He'll try to swing it initially, but hard lengths can work in favor of Jofra, especially with the pace he bowls in. He troubled Sanju Samson in the bilateral
Yeah.
series with that short ball. He and Mark Wood, I think, they both were pretty brilliant against Sanju Samson, and even Abhishek Sharma. You know, when the ball comes into his body. At the hard length, he has that issue of, and every swinger has that issue when the ball comes into the body at high pace. So for Abhishek, for Sanju, I think they need to figure out how to tackle these bowlers. Jamie Overton, with the kind of pace he bowls, I don't think that will be a lot of issue. He will create a lot of issue. He's a different kind of a bowler, but Jofra can be pretty lethal with the new ball, and that is something Sanju and Abhishek, both of them, or even the number three, will have to look forward to. Otherwise, that he can change the course of the game in his first 2 overs of the match.
Yep, and finally, semi-final number 2 tonight. We already have one of the finalists, which is New Zealand, uh, and you know, all of us throughout the 1 month and now getting into the business end of the tournament have battled through a lot of things to get here. Shubhayan is battling an illness right now, but
No,
we
he
will.
will be pretty fine. Means
No,
if
he
India
is
wins,
battling, and when did I say he's not
he
fine?
will be.
Just dragging.
He'll be fine, of course, but
Yeah,
of course he's gonna have to fight it.
he will fight it out like the Indian team on the
Woof.
field.
Great. But of course, we'll be around. We'll keep building up from outside of the Wankhede Stadium. We are back once again, 3 p.m. We'll go live with Boria, me, Debashish, and Shomik. So we'll be back very soon. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We'll be back.